Oh my god, you guys, you are not gonna believe this. So many people have been messaging me, sliding into my DMs, telling me they think their partner is being shady AF. Like, are they psychic? Do they have a sixth sense? No, they're seeing the signs. And you know what? I'm going to give you all the tea. We're going deep into the secrets, the lies, the OMG moments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video because you are going to become a freaking detective by the end of this. Okay, so you're sitting there, right? Maybe you're on the couch, or perhaps at the kitchen table. The setting doesn't really matter, what matters is the vibe. You're trying to have a normal conversation with your significant other, and they're acting all weird. You know, like something's off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel it in your gut. You're trying to have a normal conversation with your significant other, and they're acting all weird. It's like they're there, but not really there, you know? Their responses are short, their tone is different, and there's this awkward tension in the air. You start to wonder if it's something you said or did, but deep down, you know it's not about you. Like, they can't even look you in the eye. It's as if their eyes are glued to everything else in the room except you. They might glance at their phone, the TV, or even the floor, but direct eye contact? Forget about it. It's almost like they're hiding something and their eyes are the windows to that hidden truth. That's shady, okay? Major red flag. When someone can't look you in the eye, it's a sign that something's not right. Maybe they're feeling guilty or perhaps they're trying to avoid a confrontation. Either way, it's a signal that you need to pay attention to. Trust your instincts on this one. It's like their body is literally trying to escape the situation. You notice them fidgeting, shifting in their seat, or even crossing and uncrossing their legs. It's as if their body is screaming, "Get me out of here!" These physical cues are hard to miss, and they speak volumes about what's going on inside their head. They might touch their face, play with their hair, or even worse, their feet start pointing towards the door. These are classic signs of discomfort and anxiety. When someone is feeling uneasy, they often resort to these subconscious behaviors. It's their body's way of coping with the stress of the situation. It's like their subconscious is screaming, "Get me out of here!" You can see the worry and desperation in their eyes. It's almost as if they're trapped in a situation they don't want to be in, and their body is doing everything it can to signal that. Pay attention to these signs. They're telling you a lot more than words ever could. Trust me, I've been there. I've seen these signs firsthand and they never lie. When someone's body language changes, something is up. It's like a silent alarm going off, alerting you to the fact that something's not right. Don't ignore it. Take a moment to reflect on what's happening and trust your gut. When someone's body language changes, something is up. It's a clear indication that they're feeling something intense, whether it's guilt, fear, or anxiety. These changes are often involuntary, making them even more telling. So, keep an eye out for these subtle shifts. They can reveal a lot about what's really going on. They could be hiding something, or maybe they're just really bad liars. Either way, their body language is giving them away. It's like a neon sign flashing, "Something's not right here." Don't be afraid to dig a little deeper and find out what's really going on. Your intuition is a powerful tool, so use it. Either way, it's time to put on your detective hat. Start paying attention to the little details, the subtle cues that can give you a clearer picture of the situation. Trust yourself to read between the lines and uncover the truth. After all, the ultimate tell is often right in front of you, if you know where to look. We all know relationships should be built on trust and honesty. It's the foundation of any strong partnership. Without trust, everything else crumbles. But what happens when the stories just don't add up? When the tales spun by your partner start to sound more like fiction than fact, it's time to take a closer look. You might notice inconsistencies in their stories. One day they tell you they were at a meeting, but the next day, they mention they were at a friend's house during the same time. These little discrepancies can be the first red flags. One minute they're at the gym, working out and getting fit, the next they're grabbing coffee with a friend, catching up on old times. And then you find out the gym was closed that day. Girl, bye! It's these little lies that start to add up and make you question everything. Pay attention to the details, the little things they let slip. Do they contradict themselves? Do their stories change slightly each time they tell them? These are signs that something might be off. Do they get defensive when you ask simple questions? Liars always over-explain. They provide too many details, thinking it makes their story more believable. But in reality, it's a tactic to distract you from the truth. They think if they throw enough words at you, you'll be too overwhelmed to notice the holes in their stories. Don't fall for it. Stay sharp and trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Remember, it's better to face the truth than to live in a web of lies. Your peace of mind is worth more than any fabricated story. Listen, I'm not saying you should become a full-blown stalker, but a little social media investigation never hurt anyone. We live in a digital age, people. If they're hiding something, it's probably lurking somewhere online. Check their likes, their comments, who they're following. Are they suddenly best friends with someone you've never even heard of? Is their Instagram feed filled with pictures of them looking suspiciously happy without you? Social media is a goldmine for uncovering secrets. Just don't get caught liking a picture from 5 years ago. That's a little creepy. Chapter 4, New Year, New Them, or New Lies? Okay, so maybe your partner isn't the best liar. Maybe their stories check out and their social media is squeaky clean. But something still feels off. They're being distant, they're working late, they're suddenly obsessed with their appearance. These sudden changes in behavior can be a major red flag. It's like they're trying to become a whole new person, and you're not invited to the transformation party. Trust your gut. If something feels different, it probably is. Chapter 5, Just Ask. But be sneaky. Communication is key, blah blah blah, but sometimes you just gotta cut to the chase. If you suspect something's up, ask them directly, but don't be aggressive about it. Be casual, be cool, be like, hey, I noticed you've been acting a little different lately, is everything okay? Pay attention to their reaction. Do they get defensive? Do they deflect? Or do they open up and tell you what's going on? Their response will tell you everything you need to know. Chapter 6, CSI, Your Partner's Apartment. Okay, this is where things get a little intense. I'm not saying you should go full-on Sherlock Holmes, but sometimes physical evidence doesn't lie. Is there a strange scent lingering in the air? A stray hair on their clothes? A suspicious credit card charge for a romantic restaurant? For two? Look, I'm not encouraging you to snoop, but sometimes the truth is right there in front of you, hidden in plain sight. Just be prepared for what you might find. Chapter 7. Listen to your inner detective. In this chapter, we're diving deep into the art of intuition and how it plays a crucial role in our relationships. Think of yourself as a private detective, always on the lookout for clues and signs that can help you understand your partner better. It's not about being suspicious or paranoid. It's about being aware and attentive to the subtle signals that often go unnoticed. At the end of the day, you know your partner better than anyone. You share countless moments, both big and small, that create a unique bond between the two of you. These moments are like pieces of a puzzle, each one adding to the bigger picture of who your partner truly is. You know their habits, their quirks, their tells. Maybe they have a specific way of smiling when they're genuinely happy, or a particular habit they do when they're nervous. These little details are like breadcrumbs that lead you to a deeper understanding of their inner world. So if something feels off, it probably is. Trusting your gut feeling is essential, because it's often based on a wealth of subconscious information that your brain has picked up over time. It's like having a built-in radar that alerts you when something doesn't add up. Don't ignore your gut feeling. It's there for a reason. It's your inner detective nudging you to pay attention. Sometimes we might want to brush off these feelings because we don't want to face the possibility that something might be wrong, but ignoring them can lead to bigger issues down the line. It's like a sixth sense, a spidey sense for bullshit. This intuitive sense can help you navigate through the complexities of your relationship. It's not about jumping to conclusions, but rather about being open to the possibility that your instincts might be onto something. If you have a nagging suspicion that something's not right, trust your instincts. These feelings are often your mind's way of processing subtle cues that you might not be consciously aware of. It's like your brain is putting together pieces of a puzzle that you didn't even know existed. You might not want to believe it, but sometimes, the truth hurts. It's never easy to confront the possibility that something might be wrong in your relationship. But facing the truth, no matter how painful, is the first step towards finding a resolution. But hey, at least you'll know, right? Knowledge is power, and understanding what's really going on can give you the clarity you need to make informed decisions. It's better to know the truth and deal with it than to live in uncertainty and doubt, and then you can move on to bigger and better things. Once you have clarity, you can take steps to address any issues and work towards a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. Or, if necessary, you can make the tough decision to move on and find happiness elsewhere. like a new Netflix series and a pint of ice cream. Sometimes, self-care and a little bit of indulgence are exactly what you need to heal and recharge. Remember, listening to your inner detective isn't just about finding problems, it's also about finding solutions and taking care of yourself in the process. Outro. Stay woke, my little detectives. So there you have it, my 7 surefire ways to uncover your partner's secrets. Remember, relationships should be built on trust, but sometimes, a little detective work is necessary. Just promise me you'll use your newfound powers for good, not evil. And if you do uncover a juicy secret, spill the tea in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more relationship advice from yours truly. Stay woke, my little detectives.